on YouTube this time of night? Well, I need to say it so that I don't forget. I gotta make sure I don't forget this because every time I have been forgetting to tell this story and talk about this for at least a year. And it's like, it's something I said I was gonna talk about, but I forgot. So I have to say it now so that I don't forget. I wonder is y'all up on YouTube this time of morning? Either way, I will talk to myself because I have to get this out because I literally been wanting to tell this story for a year. At least probably 2 years, but I know for a fact for a year. So we're gonna have our story time. Also, I went to sleep early at 9 because my husband's father is was sick and he had to go see him. They said he's not gonna make it throughout the night. And of course he did not make it throughout the night. So my husband is at his mom's house consoling her because she just lost her husband. So but he left he got off early from work at like 11:30 and has been there since. So I'm here with my dog, taking care of my dog, and fell asleep at 9. And then he had been calling me and I was asleep, but so I didn't get up to like 12 from him calling me and we talked and then now I'm up. So anyway, so then I don't know why it popped in my head. Um I think I seen the artist and it popped in my head. Okay, so let me tell the story. But I'm sleepy. Well, not sleepy, I'm just out of my sleep. So, but I have to get this off of my chest. It's not like it's a big deal either. But it is a pretty cool story. Okay, so um 2000 it had to been 2011. No, 2000 in between 2011 and 2014. I'm thinking. I can go and see exactly, but yeah, my blog talk radio. Yeah, 2000. So from 2011 to 2015, I had a podcast, a radio podcast. And I used Blog Talk Radio. And I can tell when people use Blog Talk Radio because it's the lady that says it's the only thing that people can even call in really. And the lady is like this London lady. She's like, please call now. Dial now. Please call now. Okay, so when I hear that, I know that they're using Blog Talk Radio, which is a very cool app for people that want to have a radio show and have people call in. Well, my ratchet ass, I had a ratchet hood call-in show. And I don't know if y'all remember the call-in lines back in the days where we would call the number and argue with each other. Okay, I'm showing my age now, but when we used to like call this call line, when we was teenagers. And you call the number and you can hear people from all over. And we be arguing and it always turned out ratchet. Well, it was similar to that. So what would happen is people would argue. It was just like how people talk about celebrity gossip, but it was the hood. So I would follow the celebrity gossip, but it was the hood celebrity gossip. So, of course, the hood celebrities would be the guys with the most money, the girls that would get their body done, the girls that was the cutest, the girls that would fight the most, the guys that would cheat or go out the most, the flyest guys, the most popular people in the hood. The most popular people in the hood gonna be popular for something bad. Well, anyway, so people would inbox me. I would call them my gladiators. People would inbox me gossip. And it would be people would think that it's like somebody just hating, but it would be like a person's cousin. I'll go to their page and literally they just had a photo with the cousin hugged up. Oh, this my home girl 3 days ago, and now she's in my DMs telling me, "Oh, girl, did you know she fucking this person, and he married to this person, and da 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 da." Right? So I would investigate, and I would do a ham alert. It's called like breaking news. My breaking news was a ham alert. So I would be like, ham alert, such and such, hunching such and such husband. However, they had to already have been beefing. I don't break stories like nobody don't already know. They had to already be arguing on social media before so basically I'll go and that's the part of my investigation. I'll go investigate and I'll see this girl throwing shots at this one and they going back and forth with each other, and I say, oh, ham alert, they arguing over this dude, somebody effing married men or whatever, however I say it in a very funny way. I'll post some of the headlines of my old headlines. But yeah. So anyhow, I became very, very popular in my town for I was the Wendy Williams of my town, basically. Just but Wendy Williams, that's why I have a little bit of issue with blogs and bloggers. Cause mine was just different. I I wanted best for the people. Okay? And I don't feel like I don't know any bloggers that kind of want best for the people. It's kind of like they're just clout chasing. My difference was I already had clout in the town. I didn't need to raise and go further. I only was in the town. I wasn't trying to be, get more followers outside of my town. So with that, I already had all the followers. I had the most followers in my town. So I didn't need to clout chase. And I feel like the clout chase factor hinders bloggers from actually honestly following the story, even if it's ghetto. Because I must say, anybody will tell you I made it funny. I put their feet to the fire, but it was always like, so you gonna fight in the street? Okay, cool. I mean, that's what you. Teaching the children, okay, that's cool. I mean, let's all teach the children to fight in the street. That's cool. Let's all just take our ass on to jail. That's why they don't give a fuck about us now. I would say things like that, but I still make it funny. I commentate, and they are off. She starts it. Oh, she pulled a track. She's got 2 points on the board. Oh, she just uppercutted her. Uh-oh, she gets 10 points. I would commentate the fight videos, and they would love it because I commentate like I was, a real boxing match type of thing. However, I would still make it like they dumb for doing it. And eventually, no one wanted to be ham alerted in town because they realized you don't get ham alerted unless you do something dumb, which is fight in the club, um, go to jail for I never put, if a nigga house get busted and he, you know what I'm saying, really heavyweight, his house get busted, I don't put that kind of stuff out there. But if you drive without license, petty theft, shit like that, I would, I had the thing called Mugshot Mondays, where if somebody goes to jail from the hood, I would put it out there. However, my Mugshot Mondays was a whole bunch of just funny, weird looking mugshots. And all of this stuff is on my Facebook pages. You can go and research it. And I'm gonna research it myself and put some stuff out there because it's actually something I've been wanting to talk about. Because I feel like a lot of people probably had encounters with Ham Shop. That was the name, Ham Shop. That's where Auntie Hammy comes from. And I just never documented this, and it needs to be documented. Okay, so Mugshot Mondays. Um, it became where people just didn't want to go to jail. Okay, you did not want to go to jail in my small town because you did not want to be posted for Mugshot Mondays on my page. Because I would find funny mugshots, like people that looked at crazy, just the goriest, craziest mugshots, and I say guess the charge, and whoever guessed the charge, would get to be on my talk show, blog talk radio show the next day on that Tuesday. So, and it kind of hyped up people to listen to whatever I was talking about on that Tuesday. So that was like promo. And it was very savvy. I must say I was so savvy with my promo, which I am still now, but I was just revolutionary then because I was using hashtags, and hashtags wasn't even lit up. Hashtags was not even a thing on Facebook when I was doing hashtags. So I went on ahead and say you would get posted. They say it's like this crazy look like this. It's a mug shot like this. And I say, guess the charge. And people go on there. They trying to guess it. They trying to guess it. You know, they'll say the R apes. They'll say, they always, when it's gory like that, they always say like scary stuff like slaughter and murder. And the person will only have like, violation of probation. And nobody ever comes up with it's so funny. It was a very fun, a very fun little game, online game. And the whole town. Now imagine our whole town. I say I had like 5,000. That was the max. Say I had 5,000 followers, and there's only 5,000 people in the town. The whole town followed me. So the whole town played the game as if the whole town was playing bingo. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy because everybody was ready for Mugshot Monday. But it's a small town. We have nothing to do. Okay? So if you know how, if you're in a very, very small town, there's nothing to do. It's like my page was Eureka. My page was literally ABC. It was the NBC. It was the hood fucking channel. So everybody, meaning it was so many people that would comment and try to guess and shit, and so many people that would watch the show the next, listen to the show the next day. Now, what made it even more crazy about the show is I would have people, whatever the ham alerts were, like say somebody was arguing on Facebook. And people argue on Facebook, especially in small towns, all the time. Okay. So it's not like I didn't have several arguments to sift through. So I had to take the most popular arguments of the most popular people, the people that had the most followers, right? So that's what made it hood celebrities. So everybody watching now, because everybody knows these people, and this is a hot story. So it was like, okay, say the most popular guy um that was had a old lady for years, and they had their beautiful relationship with pictures and and photos together. And I also did an award show. They've won the couple award of the year in 2011, and now it's 2013, and he's been found cheating. That's just like, let's say, oh, Regine and Armand. Say Armand is found cheating. Yeah, all the kids will be, oh, they were such a cute couple. And that's how that would. So say that happened, right? And whoever he cheated with, or he trying to get back with his woman, and he's saying that, oh, that's just a buzzer bitch, and da 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 da. They all arguing on Facebook. I would bring it to my page. They'll all argue on my page, because I would say, ham alert, the perfect couple now got sabotaged by a ratchet this, and now everybody gonna come and see what's going on. They gonna comment, oh yeah, I seen them arguing. Oh yeah, this is crazy that they are. I thought they was just so happy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now it's blowing up, and in our little small town, everybody thought that was viral. That was the talk of the town. That was like crazy. And so then um the I would have them come on to the talk show. And of course, they was just typing, arguing. But now they get to argue on my talk show, on the other radio show. And that shit used to get so fucking lit, y'all. Because just imagine, celebrities, they don't even, they argue on Twitter. Okay, this is just like when celebrities argue on Clubhouse. That's how it was. They just go on and on. You gotta mute this one so that this one can get it out. And I'm a clown. I'm a clown. So they'll be like, oh, bitch, he don't want your ass, your stinking sloppy pussy ass. Oh, she said your pussy is sloppy. Let's talk to him. Wait, wait, wait. Stop right there. Because we got to find out from him. And I would talk like that. We got to find out from him if your pussy is sloppy. So I'll cue him in. Hey, I'll be like, okay, so we need to, he already laughing. Like, man, ham shop, you crazy, man. Ham shop, you crazy, man. And I'm like, okay, well, bruh, like, is the pussy sloppy? Because I mean, at this point, your main is saying that your mistress pussy is sloppy. And I don't think your main actually had her pussy to know. So you're the best witness here. Okay, we really need to know, is her pussy sloppy? He like, man, come on, man. I mean, is the pussy sloppy or not? So you know what I'm doing. I'm putting his feet. He like, man, no, it ain't. Man, I ain't finna just be with no sloppy pussy. So you are calling your main a liar. Okay. Let's get back to the main. Let's get back to the main. Okay, main. He just said you a butt face fucking liar. Their pussy was not sloppy. That pussy was good as fuck. He was swimming in it. I instigated like that. And of course, the people laughing and the commentators, they fucking love it. And it was just so much fun because, people be like, I can't believe people don't just beat you up and, stuff like that. I mean, you first of all, you know who to try. And then it wasn't like I was malicious. It was like, you know, y'all the ones was arguing on Facebook anyway. So I used to say, if you never argue on Facebook, you'll never get ham alerted. Just how did we argue before Facebook? Stick to that. And so, it was just fair game from there. It was just fair game from there. They respected it. They like, okay, if I'm gonna argue or if I'm gonna fight and it's a fight at the club and they got a video, it's going on TMZ. It's going up there, and I'm going to commentate it. It's just happening. It's gonna happen. Everybody in the town's gonna laugh. If a girl calls a girl, say, you pit bull face looking bitch, I will go and get a picture of a pit bull and put it beside hers and say, hey, that was a good one. Because you do kind of look like a pit bull, so you need to come with something else. I mean, come back with it. And she'll be like, I don't give a fuck, ham, cause that old horse mouth ass bitch. I'll go find a picture of a horse. Find a picture of her. Oh, she got you. Identical. Horse mouth. Right there. You got to get her back. Because I would be right there in the middle of them commenting, in the middle of they arguing back and forth on Facebook. So people will literally tag me as soon as somebody start arguing because they want me to commentate it and make it funny like I always do. So it was, the bottom line was like, we don't want to argue or ever go to jail or anything dumb or ratchet. Anything dumb, ratchet is going up there, and I'm going to get clowned over it. The whole town is going to laugh, and I don't want that. Okay? Just like how celebrities don't want cancel culture. They don't want blogs to ever say anything bad. Whenever something happened with them, they just don't want the all. As soon as all the blogs posted and all of that, we only had one blog, which was mine, but it was still very detrimental. So just to set the president of what it is, getting to the nitty gritty of things. So my blog talk radio show grew immensely. It grew to where it was not just only, my reach wasn't only in my town. It grew to another county. It grew because it started out just my town, Melbourne, Florida. Then it grew to the whole Brevard County, which is several towns. Then it grew to our sister county, Indian River County, which is Fort Pierce and Vero Beach. Then it grew to Orlando for listeners on the talk show. The Indian River County, it grew for ham alerts. I was doing ham alerts for. Now Indian River County wanted me to highlight the dumb shit that people were doing in their county so that they didn't want to do it anymore. Because we went from literally having probably 10 to 15 fight videos a week to maybe 10 videos a month. Then it became like 5 fight videos a month. Then it became like people we just don't fight at our clubs because I was a promoter as well. And I didn't want a bitch fighting at my motherfucking party and our shit getting shut the fuck down. So no one ever fought at my parties. I did First Fridays, um, and I called it World Star First Fridays with a partnership. Um, the gentleman was the actual blood brother of the owner of World Star, RIP Q. But Q Odenot. His last name was Odenot. Thing with Odenot Enterprises. If you look that up on Facebook, you'll see my picture everywhere. That was my business partner. um Very upstanding gentleman in the hood, went to jail, got out, put his money into different businesses and promoting and stuff like that. Has a beautiful family. So it was just a good upstanding black man. And we partnered. Well, it was just basically he got out of jail, I was popping with my pages. And anytime people needed to promote, they would come to me for parties to promote them. So when I would promote them, it was a popular thing. So he was just like, okay, well, won't you just be on our like our lead promoter, because I'm gonna be bringing a lot of people. So he brought Gucci Man. That's how I was able to meet Ray Shamerd, the Migos. We brought the Migos back before they even had chains. That's how I got pictures with them. And I was, oh, y'all don't know, I was always saying that me and Offset was dating, and me and Cardi B was beefing over Offset. Oh yeah, all of my crazy shenanigans. But I met lots of celebrities, and I was like that bitch, you feel me, when they came, because bitch, we the ones brought them. So I kind of got a little rank there, because my chain, I say this all the time, my chain was huge when I took my picture with the Migos. And after that, them niggas had huge chains, bro. Huge. I had a lion head motherfucking chain, bro. That bitch was so big on my chest. That bitch was like this. Huge. Huge lion. After that, them niggas came through with lions. Okay? Don't play with me. All right? And now I ain't gonna push it. But I must say, I have the picture to show that them niggas had little bitty ass herringbones. Them niggas had them little bitty them chains with the little cross on there. Okay, Big Mama brought them niggas, put money in them niggas pockets. You hear me? Was one of them niggas first out of town tours. Migos. Them boys was in Georgia. We brought them boys to Florida. You feel me? Space Coast. 321, Nassau, take off. You hear me? We brought them boys. For them boys was even huge like that. They probably charged us. I think the Migos was no more than 15K. Because we didn't even have the money. So I know the Migos was no more than 15K. Because I know our budget, we never went over 20. And I believe they was 10, and we was able to get a good deal because remember World Star, that's his brother. So he went to his brother like, bam, we wanna bring the Migos. And Migos wasn't really all that. Well, they wasn't who they is now. They was popping, but we was able to get them. Okay, though there's no way we would have been able to get the Migos now, ever. You know? So, that's when they was grinding. Pete I remember that big fat ass nigga, with his big nose ass. That's why I always say big fat nose ass nigga. uh, but they wasn't signed to QC when they came to what you call it. But I remember, when they signed to him, the reason why I always have beef with QC is because they price went up and we couldn't get them no more. So I will forever be like that big fat nose ass nigga ain't never signed them niggas. We probably could afford to bring them niggas again. That was one of our best concerts. We made our the most money. Anyway, so dabbling into that, I didn't want people fighting at my shows. So I made sure that I made people very embarrassed to fight. And we never had any issues at our big concerts. We always did good. So there was a one incident. I said our hood celebrities. Okay, we had our most popular female, our most popular celeb. You know how our Beyonce of our town. Okay, she was our Beyonce of our town, I would say. Or just to give you, well, really, she would be the China Black of our town. Cause I don't want to give her Beyonce. Cause when I say the story. Anyway, just to give you an idea, she was like the prettiest, the one that everybody just loved her. All the guys wanted her. If they had sex with her, it's like he gets a ring. He gets a stone, an infinity stone, if he has sex with her. She was like that bitch. Okay, that bitch in our town. Okay, so I had these awards. Just to tell you about her. I had to let you know how I even knew how big she even was in our town. I had the awards, and I had light skin. I told you I'd do a Hoodie awards. I loved Steve Harvey, so I was inspired by his awards. I had the awards where you get the best food stamps. Who get the best food stamp? Food Most food stamps of the year. Bond out king. Who bonded out the most? Who got the fattest butt? Baddest light skin, baddest dark skin, best uh, stud, sexiest stud, uh, just every category. I had the 32 trophy categories to give out because I actually gave out trophies. We actually would vote on who, I post the pictures, and okay, who do y'all think should win dark skin of the year? Why the fuck did I start that? Them people were so fucking serious about who the fuck should win these made up ass fucking awards. When I tell you, these people took this shit serious like it was the fucking Grammys, like it was the fucking Oscars. They took it serious. I had the nicest award, the barber, the hairstylist, and they argued over every category of who should win. They argued over every fucking category. Okay? So, light skin. Nope, I said bad as red bone. That's what it was called. Bad as red bone. I had bad as brown skin. Bad is dark skin, but bad is red bone. Um, and I had the nominate. I would say, okay, who would you want to nominate? And I say you can't nominate yourself. So many people had her name up there. You know what I'm saying? Like Brittany, 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 Brittany. So I'm like, okay. And then it was another one up there that there was a lot of hers. Ashley, 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 Ashley. Then there was other ones as well, but Brittany and Ashley clearly were going head to head. So I'm like, okay, there's a lot of them. So I go to see about they thing, and both of them have the same exact tattoo on their chest. This is you can't make this shit up, okay? Both of them have the same exact tattoo on their chest. Okay? Pretty red. It say pretty red on their chest. The ugliest tattoo is on their chest. Right here. Pretty red. With some stars, the same stars. I mean, the same dude did they tattoo. Okay, and I think it was Tattoo Dave, if I'm not mistaken. It was a popular tattoo artist that we had, because I told you it's a small town. Anyway, so they battled over who is the real Pretty Red, and I realized, okay, like people kind of Brittany won over Ashley, but Brittany knew how to be um cute and up to date. Ashley was just ratchet, and she can't be up to date. She ain't know how to dress, no fashion, no nothing. So clearly, I seen that if we wanted somebody to go and be a model and represent our town, like a Miss Melbourne, to go to Miss Florida and make it to Miss America, we would not send Ashley. We would send Brittany. Okay? Most likely, that's who we would send. And I think I explained that on the talk shows, that the radio shows that I would do, because it was the awards time and we would discuss the different nominees, who we think should win, blah 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 blah, each week. And they, like I said, they would argue. People argued, and and I found out lots of things about Brittany. She had sex with lots of different guys, taking lots of different people mans, screwing her friends, boyfriends. Just all of these alleged things about her, where she's just so bad, and Ashley didn't have that much of a bad rep, because she wasn't all it wasn't like she was as cute as Britney. So all of course she didn't have sex with all these guys, because she wasn't as in demand as Britney. Okay. Well, anyway, I I realized there was a Britney hate train. And of course she ended up winning the award. I believe she did end up winning. Okay. And so me and her were cool. We meet, that she came, she got her award at our, because we would do first Friday. We had a two-story nightclub. It was beautiful. I would only do it on the first Saturday, first Friday of the month. So only once a month I was at the club doing a fucking party. Um, so it would reach capacity very, very fast. So she came, she got her award. We were cool. We did a Miss 321 pageant. We did a beauty pageant thing. And this is when she stopped liking me. Okay? Wasn't my fucking fault. Okay? I do a pageant, a beauty pageant. Okay? So I actually did the beauty pageant before the awards. No, the awards came first. Okay, so I got this beauty pageant, Miss 321. It's a pageant just like how they do pageants, but I did it online. The best swimsuit, the best gown, and we narrowed it down. And of course, we narrowed it down to two women out of our town, and the one woman that it was, Brittany, of course, was one of them, and then another one, Tyree. Okay. Now, at the show, it was the last round. Okay, last round, you get to come up and you ask you questions, just like a real beauty pageant. So they come up, and the club was 1,500 capacity. So like I said, we always reach capacity. It was 2-story. It was a very nice stage. So when they came up on stage, it was like a real fucking um pageant stage. So they come up, and I ask, what you call it? I actually gave, what you call it, the easiest question. So I don't even know why she'll be mad at me. But anyway, Tyree, I asked her. I said it was a mathematical question. I say, if you got $20 and you buy a nickel bag of weed, 2 single Garcia Vegas, and 2 25-cent Debbie snacks, how much would you have left? And those are the those are the kind of crazy questions I would ask, because it was a hood beauty pageant. And Tyree did her calculations, and I say you only got 2 minutes to answer it, and she got it right. She got the amount right. So now the question was for Pretty Red. We call her Pretty Red. It was Pretty Red, and that's what people call her too. That was really her name, Pretty Red. They would call. It was time for her to answer the question. I said, "How many days is in a year?" The helper said 362. Who the fuck? Everybody. Oh, and so Tyree won. But Pretty Red is supposed to win. You feel me? Like, I'm just telling y'all, this is a small town. So this is like Beyonce losing against Kelly. Okay? This is like Beyonce against Kelly. All right? Everybody gonna go for Beyonce. Everybody going for Beyonce. Okay? So, yes, y'all. So it was the talk of the town for months. Everybody. That bitch dumb. The bitch don't even know how many days it is in a year. See, all the pretty bitches be dumb. Just imagine. Just imagine, okay, if this happened with any celebrity. If the celebrity went up there, a pretty celebrity that's real popular, Kim Kardashian, and they ask her how many days are in a year, and she says 362, and she loses the beauty pageant because she doesn't know how many days are in a year. They didn't live this down for this young woman, which was hilarious. You can't make this shit up. But granted, she was just nervous. She knows how many days it is in a year. She was just nervous. She just thought it was a trick question. She was just like, okay, Tyree's question was so hard. She just knew that I was going to say, maybe, what about a leap year or something like that. So just, she was really explaining it to everybody. She was explaining it for her life. So she hated me after that because she felt like I was kind of taking up for her when it was the battle between her and the Pretty Red and Ashley. When I was like, okay, if we wanted to send someone for, to represent us, we'd send Brittany before Ashley because Brittany kind of can stay on trend, and I think that she would be the one to go on Love and Hip Hop or anything before Ashley. So she felt like I was taking up for her, but baby, I don't take sides, I take dick. So when she didn't get the right days of the year and people were like saying she was dumb and I was laughing and I was kind of like, yeah, bitch, don't even know how many days of the year. We are not sending that bitch anymore. When I tell you right now, we're sending Tyree. Thank you, Tyree. If anything, Tyree will be the one that gets on that becomes represents, Miss 321. Miss 321 would be the one that gets on Love and Hip Hop, gets on some type of TV show, gets on some rappers, some famous rappers video before, and that's the one we would push behind and support and do whatever to make sure they get there as a town. So because small town support is very important. So she was upset with me because I was saying Tyree is the winner now. She's the one. And lo and behold, Tyree is the one that became the professional model. Okay? I ain't lying. All right? She is the one moved to LA, became a professional model. Has been on was she on Jimmy Kimmel? No, Kodak was on Jimmy Kimmel singing the song that she was in the video. She was in the Kodak Black video. She has been on she was on something. We even did a show. She was on a very popular show, a TV show, an acting gig, and we even did a premiere party for it. I have to look it up, but because I'm never gonna remember it. But it was definitely on VH1, and it was somebody's show. I don't think it was Love and Hip Hop, but it was somebody's show. She was on an acting show. She's had so many acting gigs. She's done so many magazines. She is a professional model. She's gorgeous. She dark skinned it. She looked like them African models that when they shave their whole head and they real dark and they take them beautiful pictures where they skin melanated. She done did all of that. Okay. Uh uh Brittany was in the Love and Hip Hop audience. That's the farthest she went. You know how the reunion show? She was in the reunion show audience. That was her only appearance, and she did post it. She posted the clip when they panned the audience, and she was right there. I, Tyree was the best one to do it for her since she asked. Well, anyway, all right, so bam. She already was mad at me from that. Now, moving forward, she always was in the news after that. After that, she was always in the news after that. Okay? And so her biggest story, because it was always something that she did, the first she always would have problems with fallout with her friends, leave her kids with her friends. Her friends would be like, well, you always want me to babysit your kids. You always want me to babysit your kids. It was always something where she want to leave her kids with somebody and not pay them. She had probably 3 incidents of that coming up in the news before the big banger. Okay. I don't know if you guys, and this is her claim of fame. Her biggest news story, her big she and it was on my birthday. So I can't not remember this. I woke up, I was like, why would she have this biggest story on my birthday? Thank you. She I don't know if y'all remember, a woman went to the Lil Wayne and T.I. concert and left her kids in the car while she went to the concert. And the police got the churn and took them to CPS, and she got in big trouble for it. I don't know if y'all remember that, but it was a big news story. But all of us, we were like, wow, we would think that motherfucker you will represent us, being a star on Love and Hip Hop, because Love and Hip Hop literally was the claim of fame for our town. If you ever go on there, you're famous. You've done something with yourself. So she um Ti and she bragged about having a threesome with Ti and Tiny. Um, she had openly admitted that, and that was in the news before she left the kids. But she openly admitted that she had the threesome with them, bragging and all of that. So of course, I got a hammer, Brit. I got tired of her. It was like Beyonce. Hamler. Beyonce has a threesome with T.I. and Tiny. Hamler. Beyonce didn't pay her babysitter and was at the club all night. Look at her pictures. They're so pretty, but she did not pay the babysitter. That kind of shit. So, of course, she hated me. But I had to put the news out there. You're the most popular person in the town. I can't help that you keep doing shit and people sending it to me. I don't show fucking favoritism. So, she already knew she was going to be posted when her kids got put in the car. However, the reason why the story was so big is because I got the exclusive news and I broke it before it hit the tabloids, before it hit the internet, the actual looking up her report, before you can even look up her being booked or anything. Literally, she had to have been in the fucking police car. Okay? When I get this damn call. They called me for this. They did not message me because they did not want their names linked. They did not want me to ever be able to screenshot it because it was somebody so fucking close to her. Okay? It was literally like her sister's boyfriend, I believe. Her sister's baby daddy. Her sister's baby daddy's sister. Okay? So, okay, she has a sister, her blood sister. Then her blood sister got a baby daddy. Okay? But her baby daddy's sister, her blood sister's baby daddy's sister hated her. Okay? Hated Brittany. Didn't hate Brittany's sister. She didn't hate her sister-in-law. She hated her sister-in-law's sister. So she hated her so much that it had to come out who sent it to me, because it was just so serious that they were like, how the fuck did you know? How the fuck did you get this information? How the fuck did you put this out so fast? Because I'm like, oh, we're getting this out. Hamler. Brittany leaves her kids in the car for a Lil Wayne concert. Kids going to the CPS. She losing her kids. She might lose a nursing license because she was a nurse. And she was in the military. She got a military strike. She had to do some military shit. Oh yeah. The bitch was dumb for that. So it went obviously worldwide, because when I did the story, what I did was I always talk like, I was always good at talking like her, cause she talked like this. I promise you, she's so fucking pretty, y'all. But you would never think that was her voice. so, so, so I would I'm a clown. So whenever it was stories, they love when I talk about her because I say, man, she pretty as hell. But have y'all ever heard her talk? I swear, when the bitch started talking, I thought I got scared. I thought I was hearing shit. I just knew with her goddamn voice, the bitch scared me. She talked like this. Y'all. No, she didn't. Oh, because oh my God. I promise you, that is her voice. So, I was good at talking like her. So, I said, okay, we got a special interview because it happened probably on a Sunday because my shows was on Tuesdays, and I said, okay, we got the show, we got her coming on, we interviewing her. They bonded her out. She's out of jail, and she's gonna talk about what happened and why she left her kids in the car, and you really explain exactly what's going on. So when I was promoting it, for, them 2 days, saying, okay, we got the exclusive interview with her, but I knew I was just gonna be myself. Everybody know I just act like her. The whole town knows I pretend to be her. So, um, when it was time to do the show, I was acting like her, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know why y'all so mad. I left the window cracked. I'm a nurse. I am a nurse. I am an RN. Because that's what she always would say, like that. She always would throw it out there that she's a military nurse and she's better than everybody else in the town, basically. So everybody in the town hated her. So I was like, I'm a nurse. Don't you know that I knew I left my kids with some Capri Suns? I left my kids with some snacks. Also, I did a skit with my homeboy to reenact what really happened with the kids in the car. And I was a kid, and my homeboy was a kid because it was her. She had 3 kids. One kid was being babysitted, but the last 2 she wasn't able to get a babysitter for, so they had to go with her to the concert. So I did the illustration of the kids being in the car while they mama left them. So my mom play, and I will post this skit as well because I still have the skit and it's funny as hell. So my mom played as her, as Pretty Red, um, and I played the daughter, and my homeboy played, which is my gay homeboy, played the son. And so my mom was like, you know, uh, oh, y'all sit y'all ass down. I'm finna go in this club and don't y'all say nothing. And y'all be quiet. Here go y'all some bread. And here go y'all some food. And y'all be quiet. Don't say nothing. So, she goes and walks off, and it's got us in there sweating. We hot. We arguing. The 2 kids, we fighting. We calling each other bitches. We said we gonna tell mama you cussing. It's fucking hilarious. Okay, so the town went wild. So I posted that skit, and then leading up to the actual show. So by me posting that skit, kind of made it even go even more to where people thought that, okay, she's really gonna be on the show, on my blog talk show. So the reason why I say that is to really understand why Mimi Faust called into my show. But Mimi Faust thought that she was talking to Pretty Red Brittany, but Mimi Faust was talking to me. But that shit was so motherfucking funny. Bitch, our whole town say, bitch, you the goat. This has to have to be the funniest motherfucking show that you have done of all shows. And by far, it was the funniest. I must say it was the funniest because everybody was listening to this. And then I had like 2 million views. It was the first time the Blog Talk ever got millions of views. It was like 2 million listens. Um, so I was acting like her, and I had the people going. Everybody in town know that I'm playing her, but all the other people don't know. All the other people really think that I'm the girl that that you know what I'm saying. What you call it? So that I'm pretty red. So I'm like, no, and my kids, you can't talk about my kids. And they was fed. I fed them Happy Meals before I left them in there. My kids stay fed. I made so that my kids had Gucci slides the whole time they was in the back seat of the car. My kids is in CPS right now with Gucci on. I bet the rest of the kids that's in the foster homes ain't got Gucci on. That means I'm a good mother. I'm a good mother. Bitch, I had them people going. I'm talking about I had that shit going so hard. Mimi called into that bitch. Mimi said, "You are a disgusting person." I don't know if I can get the clips. I gotta go dig so far back with Blog Talk. I don't even know if Blog Talk Radio even still has my shit. I have to go all the way back and I have to really dig for it. But I'm gonna go dig for it because it's funny as fuck. But I wonder, do Mimi Faust remember calling in to a radio show to confront a woman that left her kids in the car for a Lil Wayne and T.I. concert? I'm sure she would remember that distinctively. And I find out that the pew 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 lady, that crazy lady, was the person that I was talking to. What a coincidence! Because it was funny. She called in and me and her were going back and forth. Me and Mimi was going back and forth. She cussed me out. She hung up the phone on me. Mimi was upset, but it wasn't me. It was she thought she was talking to the pretty red girl. And I was like, you on TV, you're not a mother. What about how Stevie J, you got your kids, so you got your daughter around Stevie J. He's not even a good father. He's not a good father. My baby daddy is a good, I was just taking stabs at her and Stevie J and Jocelyn and how you're showing your daughter it's okay to be cheated on. Oh, Mimi was pissed. Mimi went in. Mimi hung up the motherfucking phone. She couldn't take that heat. She couldn't take it. So but yeah, that's the butt of the story. But I'm gonna bring more receipts. But that was such a fun time. That was such a fun time, and all of the blog stuff reminds me of it. It just reminds me of it, but it just reminds me that I just don't know who's actually in it for the sake of bettering the community. That being their first thing. I think people are in it more for the money, which is obvious. Um, obvious an obvious good reason. And I don't think anybody will ever do it for just because I mean all the platforms pay you now. But it was fun. I did not do it for the money. I worked. I had a very good job. It was a pastime. It was good volunteer work, and it was genuine. It was humble. Even though we had to put people feet to the fire. Um, It was humble and was for a good cause. The overall result was amazing. I mean, it was amazing for my town. And when I ask about the town now, it's like almost like you abandon your town. Almost like I abandoned the counties because they are just ghosts now. Everybody is zombies. Everybody on drugs. There's not really any large clubs going on. Certainly not anyone that took over and became the Auntie Hammy of the town. Not as effectively as I did. I'm sure they have people that talk about what goes on in the town, but I asked about it, and it's not really anything going on there. They say once ham shop left, everything else left. But I had to move on. I had to excel. Um, and I had did enough, and people started making it more about my promotions of my parties than me actually helping. Well, like it started to be a competition with parties. And I'm like, bitch, I'll just not do parties and just keep the gossip going. I don't have to do parties. And our club closed. The two-story club closed because the owner was smuggling money and he was a big pillhead and drug addict. And he went bankruptcy and lost the club. And they turned the club into a furniture store. And yeah, we never had a big, pretty club like that anymore. So I was like, I'm not doing all my pretty. I had the prettiest parties. I mean the prettiest. Our Christmas was all white. We had snow. We had snow. Well, really, it was just the little white flakes in the blower. We had it where I turned the club into a fair, the freak fair, and that was my most popular party. It made World Star. And because Q was very strict. He did not do favors for his brother. He was like, dude, I'm not just gonna post anything just for my brother. It has to be something post worthy. So I'm like, okay, freak fair. I know if we record this and all of the and have all the stuff, this one he'll probably want to post this one. If you send it to him, he'll probably say, okay, yeah, this is crazy enough to be posted on WorldStar, which it was. I had lions, tigers, bears. Oh my twerk team, which I had a twerk team. Um, they about 8 to 10 girls. They I got them all. I turned them into lions, tigers, bears. It was they got face paint and they had a thing on and they was unicorns, tigers, um, you name it. They were circus animals, bunnies. Um, and I've had swings in the club. Uh, I got swings added in the club where people can go and get on the swing and swing across the crowd. Literally, bro. I never knew that putting a swing in a club, what putting a swing in a club would do. People is usually long lines for waiting at the bar. Oh no, bar was motherfucking no long line at the bar. Everybody's waiting to get on the fucking swing. Everybody. I mean that bit. The line was all the way. Like what the fuck? We should have been put a fucking swing in the club. I'm talking about them girls loved it, that motherfucker swing. You hear me because it was two-story club, so it was high. It ain't like it was I've seen swings at some parties and it's like bitch that bitch swing you gonna hit the next person in the head. But it was elevated, it was like a real ride. You were over the crowd. And some girls They, I ain't got no panties on, but I'm finna get up here. Y'all don't look. You little slut bag. You're a slut. But they love to get. They wanted to get on that swing so bad. They was up there on that swing. I had cages. I brought in 2 cages, and I had my lions in the cage. My girls, that was the lions, and dancing in the cage, and then um um people were in line to dance in the cage. Who would have thunk it? Who would have fucking thunk it? But you know how they got the lion cages, so we did it up. That was my most creative party I ever thought of. I'm the party that I'm most proud of. Um, and everything came to light how I wanted. It just was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But when you got a strong team, and you got a black man that's just about his money and about his business and humble and not trying to fuck everybody, things work out great. You can tell when the guy is fucking all the girls. Things don't come out right. You can tell when a black man has a strong black woman by him that's a business partner, and strictly that. You know what I'm saying? You could see when it really flourishes, and I've seen that with a lot of artists, with a lot of labels, that black is it'd be the little teeny boppers that they be fucking, but that one strong head, she ain't fucking nobody. She's getting shit done because now she can't make. I'm not making favoritism decisions. Oh, I don't want her over here because I'm fucking him, and she may look better than me, or I got an issue with this, or no. Our shit went so fucking smooth every time. It was like, when I look back at it, it was almost like we were fucking real deal event planners. Like, we threw the biggest. When Migos came, that was fight night. We brought an entire boxing ring in the middle of the club. Okay, so it was people on the outside, but that middle ring, and then we called it fight night. And Migos had a song called Fight Night. I was like, it'll be so cool. We get the Migos to come. I'm telling you, the whole thing was, I would have an idea, and them boys will put that shit together, man. I love them. Those are real deal upstanding kings. When I say it's hard to say and that it's kings in the hood, it's some kings in the hood. You hear me? Um because whenever I would come up with these crazy ideas, these boys would put it in motion. And it would make us so much fucking money. And it was just like they trusted me, they trusted my my vision. And I told them, like, all we need is decorations, and if we have decorations, it's a whole nother party. Now everybody's gonna hate that they missed it. It's not really the artists that you bring, or the biggest booty hoes that you have on stage. It's the decorations, it's the theme. You got a decoration and a theme, they're going to want to come to the next one because now they missed it. So we got to make them never want to miss any of our parties. And I promise you, my ideas, the whole town gonna talk about it. And that's exactly what happened. Because we had our first concert, Gucci Mane, and it was just concerts, and they like, okay, we making money, but reach capacity. Watch this. And baby, that fight night, because we were bringing artists, but this time we brought an artist and put a theme with it. And the theme was they song that was popular. So now everybody like, oh shit, y'all win it. Bitch. And everybody posted fight night. Fight night. Yeah, Migos. Yeah, it was lit. Da 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 da. And cause before that, I ain't paying $60 for no concert. I ain't paying $80 for no concert. We gotta make them wanna pay. We gotta make them find the motherfucking $80. They gonna find them $100. Watch. So they was so mad they missed Migos, they ain't want to miss nothing else. And now we ain't even have artists no more. We just had themes. And cause Freak Fair, we ain't have we had artists, but they weren't real popular ones. We brought Jay Style in for my I did a Victoria's Secret pageant. Auntie Hammy's Secret Angels. That was dope. I did so many of them, y'all. But Freak Fair was the best. Hands down. Hands down, that was the best. I had the face painting. The lady was doing the face painting right there. Do you know how many people got? It was like we were adults but kids. I had the platter. The girls walking around with the platter. They had chocolate dicks. We had chocolate covered dicks on the platter, but it's like the cute little wrapper that looked like it's the circus candy. We had a sex store, and they had a whole bunch of products that they discontinued, wasn't gonna sell. He was like, I just need to get rid of them. You guys can have them for free. He gave me 4 boxes, big, high, flavored condoms, different oils, uh coochie lollipops, all kinds of bullshit. So I was able to just throw it out in the crowd. Like, you get candy for you. You did. But it was when they would look at it and people would Snapchat it and where the fuck is y'all at? What kind of party is that? I want a chocolate covered dick. This sound raw. Oh, y'all, where the hell y'all at? What kind of party is that? This sound fun. Oh, after that, after Freak Fair, we reached capacity for every freaking party. Every party. We reached capacity for every party. And then we started reaching capacity by doors open at 9:30. We would reach capacity by 10, 11. Sometimes the soonest we ever was I believe it was like 10, 12 or something like that. And I was like, this is unbelievable. No, I mean, nobody else can get in the fucking club. They would party outside. They would party in the parking lot. It was literally now, it was a party in the parking lot and it was party in there, in the inside. And me, I like to leave no money unturned. I'm like, we need to be selling something in the fucking parking lot. If all those people are going to be in the fucking parking lot, we need to sell something. Some hot dogs, some motherfucking t-shirts, some CDs, bitch, some motherfucking something. We need to be selling in that parking lot. It's too many fucking people we're missing. Because we would have meetings. We'd have our meetings and, baby, it was just, I'm a fucking pistol, bro. When I watch movies about like corporate women and how sharp they are, I'm so that sharp corporate woman. I don't fucking bullshit. So, um, 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 yeah, I love that party. And we would reach capacity. Like people would be in the parking lot at 8:30. That's set up. I would be going in to put up the decorations. All it takes is just covering up some tables and chair covers, throwing you some damn sheets or something to drape at that top, I went and got Goodwill sheets. Do you hear me? I went to 8 different Goodwills in our town. And I went and got all they sheets. I ain't care if they was manila. They had to been white or beige. And if the beige ones, I bleached them so that they would be white, white. I put all up, bleached all of them so they'll be white, white. And use those as our decorations every first Friday. And it was so beautiful. I'm talking about it looked like a motherfucking wedding in there. When you walked in, it's like, what the fuck am I? I mean, it was so pretty. I had it so motherfucking pretty in that bitch. A bitch would think that they was at a motherfucking wedding. Okay? Hey, in Africa. But if you from the hood, you don't get to see pretty shit like that. So you kind of act a different way. You know, you from the hood, you go to somebody's wedding, you going to be on your best behavior because that's the atmosphere. So my whole thing was I just didn't want the motherfuckers acting up. I didn't want the motherfuckers fighting. I wanted them to act accordingly. I'm talking my parties were so prestigious. People ain't want to fight. People would come from way out of town. Indian River County, the reason why we would reach capacity by freaking 10:12 is because they would be in the parking lot by 8:30. They gonna get in that bitch because they live about 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away. Whole nother county. They gonna get in that bitch. And they loved to spend their money. It was a holiday. But remember, I only did the party once a month. So if you miss a month, you sick. You sick because you got to wait a whole another 30 days. You got to hear about how it was so much fun. You weren't able to go see everybody pictures and wish you could have made it. I'm telling you. My Christmas, everything was just always so cute. I always had my twerk team coordinated with whatever the theme was. My twerk team girls was so raw. Bitch, when you know they the entertainment, you know, they gonna be up on stage dancing with each other, kissing each other, pouring water on each other. I always had poles on the stage. They up on the pole, dropping it down, doing their pole tricks the entire time. The entire time. I told them you don't walk on the ground. You don't walk with the peasants. You're up on the top. If you want a bottle, if you want liquor, if you have to use the restroom, you go to that restroom. That is the and that's the star restroom. We are not the people no more. We are the celebrities. Baby, why the fuck did I tell them hoes that? Why the fuck did I tell them hoes that? Boy, them hoes were better than everybody in the motherfucking in the world now. When I tell you them hoes, wait, let me fix my thing. Them helpers, whole confidence change. I just seen that they started acting like Pretty Red. They started believing that that was even something they could do. They started really believing they was some damn celebrities, which was wonderful because I didn't like the fact that how niggas would dog them. Niggas will dog them out and they'll let niggas dog them out. But now niggas want to book them. Niggas want to pay them for their appearance at clubs. It ain't no more, oh, you finna be fucking this same nigga and y'all fighting over this nigga in the middle of the street. I turned when I found these girls, it was my 3 lead women's was the most ratchet. When I found them, I was at a club and them heifers was getting naked on the stage twerk contest. They was in the twerk contest. But so that they can win, them hoes took all their clothes off. I say, what the fuck? Oh, I need this for my club. I'm like the executive going to clubs to see, what can I do to bring more people? Huh. I seen the crowd reaction. I like that. We don't have to do the naked. But the twerking on the stage, we could do half naked. We could really make this happen. It needs to be a team. It needs to be lots. I don't want just a couple of, dirty foots dancing. It needs to be a league. It needs to be like little stripper Power Rangers. And I made it happen. So that turn this town upside down. And if I announce that I'm starting a twerk team, they'll all fight over trying to be on my team. Because they fight about every fucking thing in this town. And of course, they were fighting. Who should be on the twerk team? Don't have her on there. Auntie, remember that time? Oh, not, why I say auntie? Ham shop, remember that time? When she sold you out, ham shop, when you had ham alerted her, she said that you was this, and that. You don't need to have her on your team. They was blocking all kinds of people blessings. But I found the ones. But so that reminds me of Nicki Minaj, how Nicki Minaj is, and how the Barbs always kind of tell her, "Oh, don't fuck with them," and she she probably missed whenever that person said something bad about them. But if you trying to give that person an opportunity, don't give her no opportunity. She was talking about you. That same thing happened in my town, and it's so funny because my whole family calls me Nikki. If you guys didn't know, that's another reason why I love Nicki Minaj. Fun fact: my name has always been Nikki since I was a little girl. That's the name I know. Since when you call a dog and they come running from their name, Nikki has been my name since they've never called me anything else but Nikki. Everybody in my family, mama, daddy, cousins, grandmama, everybody calls me Nikki. Fun fact. So that's another reason why I love Nicki Minaj. But yeah, it was so crazy, y'all. The it was a time. It's called the ham shop era. I was ham shop in my town, very popular. Did very great events. I had an Easter pageant. Of course, we always got to do good for the kids. I had a Easter pageant where the kids can win a trophy, and I did the categories by ages. And on Easter weekend, we'll have it where the Easter bunny comes out, and my mother would dress up as the Easter mascot, and she would wear the big Easter costume, or my dad would do it. They always would support what was going on in the town, and so yeah, it was fun, and I'm planning to do that this year with the Easter pageant here in Detroit. I'm not doing a pageant. I'm just doing the Easter bunny and a couple of kids Easter car show where a couple of kids I'm uh painting some of the remote control cars. I'm thinking I'm doing like 5 of them, and having the kids for the car show. So that'll be cute. So I'm bringing my Easter thing to Detroit now. And I'm excited about that. My little small town thing. But it was so much fun. Oh my gosh. When I think about it now, it was just a beautiful time. And I really put a stamp on my town. And I really understand how people say you gotta conquer your town before you can conquer the world. And I feel like the only reason why I'm as popular as I am to this day is because I conquered my town first. I wouldn't have known remotely how to handle um, trolls on a larger scale had it not been for me handling it in my own town. Just, I mean, it's been people wanting to beat me up. Did I ever get beat up? It was a guy. He pushed me down, but he was my ex. So that's domestic violence at this point. It's not even like, oh, I got checked for anything I said on online. It was only a guy and he was lame. So yeah, that was fun. Thank you, lady. Clap them cheeks now, not up for discussion. Yes, y'all. Oh my gosh, I had a whole twerk team, and you know what? One of my twerk members reached out to me, and she was like, "It's time for us to do a twerk reunion, or um, at least where are they now, and you know, have them come onto my podcast or the YouTube channel. That would be fun to do. I think I want to do that because it's coming up the anniversary for our cruise trip. And you know what? It wouldn't be right if I didn't talk about the cruise trip. So, the cruise must be talked about. Okay. So, um the twerk the twerk team, um we would raise money. They would get in free, okay? They I did not, and that's another thing. They want to say like I'm like a Diddy. They're trying to say like I P Diddy'd it, but I must say I am a pistol. You know what I mean? So I am a corporate pistol, so I do understand them calling me a Diddy of the situation, or who was that lady that Pebbles? Was it Pebbles that did TLC them wrong with them old ass Jeeps? Wait, okay. So Twerk team did not get compensated money. Okay. First of all, they got in free to the club. They got outfits. I bought the outfits because they had to coordinate. And I had to get some of their hair done because they didn't even either they didn't get their hair done right or didn't have the money to get their hair done. And of course liquor. So with that was their payment. Okay? You want to go to the party anyway. Do you want to be on the stage or do you not? Plenty of people want to be on the stage and they'll take the free liquor. They're not looking for payments. And what would you get paid? You literally were twerking for free, naked, and hoping that you win $500. So no, they did not get paid. There was no compensation. What kind of extra money did they bring? They were extra entertainment. So, and guys threw money on them all the time. We even threw money to make guys throw money. So, bam. I said, okay, well, I will save up the money that we make because we were getting booked. People would want to book us not just for my once a month shows, but now my first Fridays. Now people were wanting to book us in other towns for other shows. And of course, okay, I had a price. I tell them like, 1,500, and they like, okay, well, how much did the twerkers get paid? Nothing. Zilch. Nada. They didn't get paid. Nothing. They got. They were. They wanted to go to the club. They wanted to meet these new guys. They would have done it anyway for free. I gave them they got free rides. They got the free outfits. They got the clout. That's all you're getting here. I have to make my money, and I'm gonna save. I would say if we got paid 1,500, I would take half and save it for us a trip. I said, okay, we'll do something where we'll do it together, like a team building trip. And um, I was like, okay, the boss CEO is old enough. We're just the twerkers. I will always say we're actually in an actual company here. Okay, we're just the twerk team. But the boss's birthday is coming up, and he possibly talked about wanting to go on a cruise. And if I'll save up the money and we'll all go, and that'll be free for you guys. You guys don't have to pay anything. You just have to have your IDs and social security cards. One of them couldn't go because she was on probation. Say la vie. Okay. So um when I tell them that, they excited. Oh yeah, we want to go on a cruise. Yeah, yeah. Don't give us, I said, and I gave them choice. Y'all either can get y'all money and never go on a cruise, or I could save up the money and we all go on a cruise free. Oh yeah, yeah. No, don't give me no money. No, no, no. We'll do these shows. We want to go on a cruise. And sure enough, we went on a cruise. I'm not no shisty ass person. I didn't need no money, but I'm just not finna give you money just to go fucking spend on pills and shit. The bitches was dumb. Anyway, so we go on the cruise. Well, when they excited, let me tell you why they excited. Because of course the boss has his crew, and the boss is gonna be around guys that got money. Of course, the twerkers are like the bottom feeders that want to fuck the bosses, but they can't ever fuck the bosses because they're the twerkers and y'all is beneath them, type of thing. But we're over in another island or on a boat. One night stand. So, all of them. I already know which one I'm going to get. I already know which one I'm going to get. Yeah. Yeah, they're having this conversation right in front of me. Right fucking in front of me. They having this conversation. So they like, okay, we get on the cruise. Wait, very important part of the story. I told y'all that the girl hated me, right? The Britney girl. Well, she gets to go on the cruise because we put it out there that, twerk team, we going on a cruise. We got 2 spots open because the girl, they was on probation, and one girl can go, so 2 of them can go. So we had 2 open spots. So we put it out there. Anybody want to go? Of course, Pretty Red wants to go. So, she comes along, but it's like Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club on the boat. All the girls hate her. The reason why the twerk team was mad that she came is because now she pretty, and all the dudes that they would that they wanted, they probably gonna pick her over them. So they was upset that Pretty Red going on the boat, because now their chances of getting the guys are slim to none. Because Pretty Red's gonna be there. Shh. I know they're gonna pick Pretty Red over us. They get on the boat. I All I know is that they was hunching. I was asleep, but I know that it was people coming in, and I people when as soon as they come in, they go straight to the shower. It's like one of them quick showers where you just washing your coochie off. So I don't know. I didn't see anything. All I know is that we went on a cruise and it was probably some people fucking some people. However, the one everybody wanted was the one that was most available and the second to the CEO. The CEO was all is taken. He got a wife and family. He ain't finna fuck with no twerkers anyway. But his brother, um, he uh got Pretty Red. Pretty Red, I probably already had her eyes on him. He is the one that actually worked for World Star, so it makes sense that Pretty Red would clout chase and screw him. But all my twerkers wanted him. I'm talking about before we knew Pretty Red was going. It was one of them say, "Yep, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna have Mello." Yes, girl. I already know. I'm gonna be with Mello. Baby, when Brittany came, she said, "Oh, why she gotta come?" I cannot make this shit up. That baby said, "Why she gotta come?" So, uh, of course, they was treating her like shit the whole time, the whole entire time, literally like crap. I mean, I was too. I was like the nice nasty bully, kind of egging it on, but acting like I'm not. I was very very petty. Um, what did we do? They took pictures on the beach. They went off and took pictures. Because Miller was like the one that had the camera. They went off and took pictures on the beach. So we was all jealous. We was like, we ain't get no beach photo shoots. Why she coming and making this out of a photo shoot? This is supposed to be our trip for us. She ain't never twerk on the stage with us. Why is she even coming? And so um I was like, oh, okay, let me see the pictures. And so, of course, me being now if one of the twerkers said, "Let me see the pictures," Miller would not have handed her the camera. But I was like, "Oh, let me see the pictures." So I went in and I deleted all of her pictures, all of them. If this if this ain't if this ain't Bad Girls Club, baby, if it were Bad Girls Club on that boat, that girl came to take them pictures on the beach. I took that camera and I erased all of them. So, um, only one of them knew what I was doing. The rest of them, we was all just talking at the table. But the other one, she was like, and I was like, delete, 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 delete. Oh, this is cute. This is a cute one. Delete, delete, delete. Deleted all the pictures. So that's the one thing that we did, right? So then, because she was just always all about pictures, she was wanting to be a model, so we knew deleting her pictures would make her upset. These were harmless things. Um, so then, anytime she was around, we always just got quiet or made her uncomfortable. So she hung around the guys most of the time, and the guys kind of seen that, okay, we're gonna have you hang around us because obviously you don't want to hang around the twerkers. They hate you. So she hung around them a lot. So then I think something where we were at the cafeteria, something happened where she just never even came back around. We did something. I have to think. They would have to remind me. I'm sure they know because they would have to remind me, but it was something pretty like obvious that we was trying her. I think we were all twerking. We were all twerking, and it was time for her to twerk, and we turned the music off. It was like we was all, and then when she went to vibing to the music, we was like, chip. So petty. So bad. So after that, she just didn't never come around. Her and Mello were all together all the time together. Just we never even seen them after that until it was time for the captain's dinner. And you guys know the captain's dinner is like when we all sit together, and it's the last thing. Yeah, the captain's dinner. No, it was two dinners. So the first dinner that we had, um, when she came to come sit down, we put water on her seat. So we was hoping that she would sit down on it and not notice that water was there. But she pulled it out and she saw it had a wet spot and she was like, and so Mello went and got her another chair. Fucking Captain Kirk ass nigga. We was listen. So that is when she just never came around again, and we only seen her at the end at the captain's dinner, and we all kind of talked about how it was kind of they kind of confronted and kind of made it like it was my fault. They were like, "Well, you're the leader, and you kind of egged us on." And we want to apologize to her. They apologized to her, but I never did. Um, and then so I guess when we got back, she talked to the CEO because CEO didn't know all of this was going on. Of course, he didn't. I'm professional. So she knew to rat me out to him to make me have to apologize to her. So he made me because I told y'all, he is a real upstanding black man. Okay. He don't play that kind of gossip bullshit drama. So when she ratted me out, he was like, I have to apologize to her, and I apologize. I really did apologize, and I did understand that I was very immature, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. I was like, I just love Bad Girls Club, and I just wanted to experience, Bad Girls Club type of thing, and you happen to be the butt of the joke, and I apologize for that. I am very, very sorry for that. Because she acted like she was just so distraught. It was the worst time, and I thought I was going to have a good time. It was just so bad for me. And is this what your company represents? And here we go. What's up, Booty B? I love you. So yeah, that's the tea on that, guys. I told y'all I went to sleep at 9. I'm fighting my sleep. There's no way I'm gonna be able to go to sleep. I'm finna just probably go on TikTok and see what's going on there. See, catch up with all the Milagro and Nicki Minaj and Ra Ali stuff. See what they were talking about. Delve into the Op Nika and Pop Nika um issues. The Barbs are divided. and it makes sense. But the barbs are divided. So it's the pop Nikas, which is the barbs that like her pop music, and the op Nikas, which is the barbs that like her music targeting ops. Well, as you know, Super Freaky Girl would be a pop Nika, teen pop Nika song, and it went number one. And the Red Ruby the Sleeves would be a op Nika song, and the pop Nikas are picking at the op Nikas and saying, "Oh, the if this was a pop Nika song, it would have been top 10 or better. We always top 10 or better. The opnikas are slacking. All they do is stream 1 week and think they did something." Yeah, that's what's going on right now. That is what you call a queen. Okay, when your fan base splits off and argues about who is streaming the songs the most and what type and breaks off into genres, that's ultimate. Okay, and the thing about Nicki Minaj is I would really cater to that. Um she said is no difference and she's not a pop, but that's good, and I would kind of explain and reiterate that the pop gonna happen, but the op got to happen because we gonna have ops all the time. That was irritating me. We gonna have ops all the time, and she has to address the ops. I mean, why would they not want an op song in this climate? Because it just happened with the lotto thing and all of that. Um, but the Opnikas made a good point that they stream both. They stream all her music when the pop Nikas are selective. But the pop Nikas are the bougie white boys. The bougie uppity white genre of her fan base. The Taylor Swifty nature of her fan base, which is they that's true. They are the ones streaming. So they the ones that stream the hardest. So with that, what the pop Nikas need to understand is that op Nika need to come out. Cause sometimes op Nika need to come out, especially when a bitch trying them. And I didn't think Red Ruby the Sleeves was a song that would go number one for Nicki, because think about what songs go number one for any female artist. There are no op songs. There are no hardcore pew 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 beat 'em up, shoot 'em songs that get number one. Even for male hip hop artists, it's hard for them to have a shoot 'em up, bang bang reach number one. I gotta really go back and see which ones actually a real op song that went number one. They just don't. Pop songs do. That's radio. Radio stuff goes number one before something hood. So they can't get that clout off of that and claim that. That's just how it goes anyway. Radio songs gonna go number one on the billboard before a hardcore song. Trying to think, was it 50 Cent? Many men wish death upon me. Did his blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see? I think that one came to. Now I'm gonna have to go research that. It's gonna bother me all. Like, which was the hardcore drill rap that went number one? They just don't go number one. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad that you guys let me get this out. I needed to get it off my chest. I haven't been talking about it. I hadn't talked about it, and I'm meaning to. And I've talked about it on Facebook several times, but I never like actually got it in one place. I like how YouTube lets me keep stuff and title it and have it in a place, and I can go back and reference it. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I will be lit tomorrow. Wait, my husband get home tomorrow. I might not be lit tomorrow. My husband, like I said, his father just passed away, so I'm gonna be having to give up some sympathy coochie all day tomorrow. As soon as my man get home, we hunching in the daytime. Because when's the last time we was able to hunch in the daytime on a Wednesday? He be at work. So yeah, I won't have time for y'all. But I am gathering all my stuff for Milagro, Armand. Armand ain't did nothing lately. Oh, Nikki, he ain't mad at Nikki. Nikki just shared him. He's up Nikki's ass. As long as Armand is up Nikki's ass, I don't have a problem with him. But the moment he got something to say about Nikki, it's back on. So I would say that my surviving Armand Wiggins documentary made him shut his fucking face about Nikki and change his tune. I will take I will take full credit for that. Later game. Oh, Milagro out. I gotta go but to see what about Milagro. Only reason why I didn't like Milagro is because she sat up there with Armand and she terrorized and she terrorized and had that nasty ass outfit at that courthouse with them titties trying to hunch on Tory Lanez. When she trying to act like she was just trying to be some kind of news a person, when really she just want to hunch. And she didn't even know none of Nikki raps to be hollering about she is the barb. And she ain't have no bars to hit Armand with on the damn show. So yeah, that's my problem I had with her. I realized that her body was bad. And that's why she was mad at Meg. And went on there with damn Armand. But yeah, he done changed his tune. So he alright with me. As long as he don't got nothing to say about Nicki Minaj. It's all and I don't even have a problem with him saying good stuff about Cardi. Just don't say nothing slick out your mouth about no Nicki Minaj and coming up with your lies. Cause all of them is fabricated ass lies. That's the only problem I have with Armand Wiggins. If he keep his mouth closed about Nicki, we won't have a problem at all. And the only way, and all that shit he was saying is not validated about Nicki. Because, bitch, who's sharing your shit now? Who the only motherfucker sharing your shit now? Where the fuck is Cardi? Why she ain't sharing your shit? She ain't nowhere to be found. She somewhere up Jason Lee ass. And you knew Jason Lee ain't like Nicki Minaj. You wanna go sit up under Jason Lee. He dogged your dumb ass out. That's what he get. I can't stand Armand. He was dumb for all of that. Now he want to be back talking about she just need to follow me back. She needs to unblock me. She just needs to. Child, that's shade. That is called shade. She is sharing you. That is called shade. You is known for flip flopping. That's validating that you flip flopping. That don't do nothing for you. It ain't gonna get you nothing loyal. Nothing. Ain't nobody putting you on no damn TV show at all. Armand the Flop Wiggins. He's a big floppers. F R E AK. She wanna FR. Stop. This is cute. And you know what? I'm finna get off of here. I'm not finna be on here with y'all. I am just delaying because I don't want to go to sleep. When is it? When is the light gonna come? Oh, it's 4:20. Okay, I got probably an hour before it's not dark in here no more. I'm scared to be in here by myself. I can't even be at home by myself no more. I'm handicapped. Later, guys.